Well, next, goals, score of the year. Pen and paper ready, folks. It's your chance to make your choice for the best 3 goals captured by our cameras in the West this season, and perhaps win yourself a day out at Wembley watching England.
Goal 1, Trevor Senior scored this for Reading against Bristol Rovers, helping to put the Rovers out of the Littlewoods Cup.
Now goal 2. This was a real cracker, scored by Swindon's Mark Jones, the October score of the month.
They say persistence pays off. It certainly did for Swindon's Chris Kamara back in November. It was Chris's effort which was to win November's score of the month.
They say if you're going to score late in the game. Well, December's score of the month, scored by Bath's Paul Bowden to force a replay against Bristol City.
Well, not many sides have come to Ashton Gate this season and taken 3 league points. But Bristol Rovers did, thanks to a superb Gary Smart goal.
Well, this penalty taken by Peter Quinn was a pressure one. He had to score to keep Swindon in the Freight Rover Trophy. Bournemouth tripped him. Quinn made them pay.
Goal 7. Now, Alan Walsh has hit many fine shots this season for Bristol City. His effort in February was simply unforgettable for its virtuosity and from a good move too.
And Alan Walsh was at it again the next month. When he strikes the ball stays struck. Goal 8, Alan Walsh.
March was really a month for some great goals. Jimmy Quinn of Swindon turned on the magic to score this one, quite literally, out of the blue. Don't blink as you're missing.
Well, seldom does the ball move quicker than the eye. We had to quite literally freeze frame Rob Newman as he slammed this shot into the net.
So there you are, folks, 10 fine goals, everyone a real cracker. Your job is to pick the top 3, put them in your order, and put your answers on a postcard, please, and send it to this address.
We'll send it to Score of the Year, HTV West, Bath Road, Bristol. Don't forget the postcode. Closing date's next Friday. John Atty will be here in the studio.
John, it's been a Super League season in the West Country, and it's produced a lot of good goals for you to judge.
I think the goals have been of a very high standard, made it difficult for me, but I've enjoyed it very much.
What have you particularly looked for in coming to your 3-2-1?
I think I've really looked for goals that will excite people and will give people something to talk about for the following weeks.
OK, John, let's end the suspense. What did you make your third choice? Bronze medal.
Well, in third place, I decided to put Gary Smart of Bristol Rovers, who scored the goal against Bristol City.
It was some shot indeed. And in second place, John?
Yes, in second place, no doubt in my mind, Rob Newman for his 30-yarder against Newport.
OK, then, this is it. Coming up now is the winner of Score of the Year, John Etchio. Who do you give that to? What's your winning goal?
Jimmy Quinn of Swindon Town against Fulham. Wonderful goal, this.
Of course, a lot of people have been talking to this about me. They say, well, you know, do you look for the good move? Do you look for the good finish? Do you look for the planning? Do you look for the moment the goal was scored at? I guess you brought all those things into action. Let's have a look now in slow motion at the goals again, John, and tell me the particular things you liked about them.
Well, in this particular goal, I thought it was a marvellous strike in itself, a beautifully hit goal, but I think the added thing was it was in the last minute of the local derby, and I still think that holds good, and it will remain in the memories of many people, especially that boy, for his lifetime, probably. This goal, Rob will never strike a better goal. He's had a wonderful season. I think he's come of age now, and that goal proves it. And of course, the winner, without any doubt in my mind, Jimmy Quinn. This goal had everything. It had timing. It was unexpected. No one expected him to score this goal, and the power he got into this shot was simply magnificent.
And on the turn, John, hard to get that power.
Very difficult indeed.
A goal you would have been proud of to number amongst the 300 odds you got for Bristol City.
I don't think, to be honest, I ever scored one as good as that.
Some of them were pretty close, John. Now, the winners, of course, and we'll be revealing their names soon, will have the pleasure of joining you and Ian and myself at Wembley to watch England play Brazil. Now, of course, that's great memories for you. 1956, John, you were in this match. Johnny Haynes there supplying you, and you're supplying Tommy Taylor. And there we are, 30 years ago, and you were playing in that match, John. And a penalty is to be taken now by a certain Jay Acho of Bristol City. Did you have those famous brown boots on, John?
Yes, they didn't do me a lot of good, though, on that day, did they, really?
But England won 4-2, and you played well. Haynes to the great Matthews. Here's your good moment, John. There you are. You're nodding it across for Tommy Taylor, the late Tommy Taylor of Manchester United, in that wonderful... I say late Tommy Taylor. Wonderful to see the programme you brought in from that day in 1956. John, and the team, as you say, some of those lads now dead and buried, Tommy Taylor, Duncan Edwards in the air crash. What were the things that you particularly remember of that day, John?
Well, I remember, of course, playing with people who were household names, people like Billy Wright, who played 100 times for England. I remember winning the match.